Kelley's GCS apart from other programs is that every coach here is either an executive certified coach or is in the process of becoming one. And what makes that really unique is that we're not so much about advising or dictating the right career path for you. We're here to help you find exactly what works for you with your values and your career goals, and we're going to ask you the tough questions to help you figure that out. I think there are two ways that you can find opportunities that are best suited for you. The first is doing a little self-reflection and understanding what your values are. Once you know what your values are and what drives you and what motivates you, you can use that to inform your networking, which is the second part. Use your values to develop questions that will help you uncover whether or not that opportunity would be a good fit for you. And if it's not, move on to something else until you find what is a good fit. I'd say one of the keys to networking strategically and effectively is coming into each conversation with a beginner's mind. If you approach each conversation trying to learn as much as you can about that person or about the work that they do or about their career trajectory, you're going to have a great conversation because you're going to be curious and inquisitive, and that's the best way to go about networking. One of the best ways to prepare for an interview is to practice. I can't stress that enough, how often you should practice. Practice with your career coach, practice with your peers, practice using Big Interview, which is an interview software that allows you to record yourself while you're answering prompted interview questions. The more you practice, the more comfortable you're going to feel and the more confident you're going to feel answering those interview questions. One of the things that you can do to make a great impression in your interview is to ask good questions. Interviewers love when you come in with questions that aren't the basics that you could find by just searching on Google. Ask questions that are specific to that industry, to that position, or to that person's experience, and show that you've done your research. Once you leave, they'll think that you are a great candidate. One of the things that you can do to prepare for your internship is study the company that you're going to. Use the resources at the IU libraries to dig up financial statements on the company. Learn as much as you can so you can hit the ground running and ask really great questions that are sure to impress. One of the ways to make the most out of your summer internship experience is to go in with an expectation of what you want to get out of it. Knowing what you want to take away in terms of developmental opportunities or experiences is going to help you navigate those conversations with managers or peers. So if you're finding that you're on a project and you're not developing the competency you want, ask if you can help out with another project that may be going on that's going to help you develop that competency. I'd say there are 3 keys to effective negotiation: information, confidence, and being comfortable with silence. Information, because you need to know what you're worth. You need to be able to provide them with facts and figures to make a compelling argument. Use your confidence to make that argument strong. And lastly, be comfortable with the silence. Sometimes we want to try to fill the silence with words because it feels uncomfortable, but just sit in the power of being silent and see where it takes you. One of the best ways to set yourself up for success in the first year of your job is to study the company that you're going to. If you're not going back to the same company that you interned at the previous summer, then make sure that you use the resources available to you to dig into company financial statements and 10Ks and learn as much as you can about the company that you're going to. The second is to go easy on yourself. There's going to be a learning curve there, and it may feel frustrating and you may feel overwhelmed by all of the new things that you're expected to know and to learn, but you will get there and you will learn. And lastly, make sure you have really clear expectations that are set up by your manager. If they aren't set up, have a conversation with them to ask what your main responsibilities are so you make sure that you can achieve them. If you don't have a job offer yet, don't fret. There are still some things that you can be doing to maintain momentum around your job search. The first is don't skimp on the networking. This is going to be the most effective tool in your job search arsenal. Make sure that you're setting daily or weekly goals to keep yourself on track and keep the momentum going. Secondly, make sure that you keep your skills sharp. Practice mock interviewing with a peer or an alum. Make sure that you're ready to go when that opportunity presents itself.